Hey guys, Paradox here, and oops, clicked that twice. Anyway, today I'm showing off my Everflame deck. Which I'll explain once I get a hand. So, Everflame is part of a set of 4 decks, because if you know me, you know I like to make interconnected archetypes. And this one is themed around quick burns with a lot, well, not a lot, but some spell and trap support that well, let's just start. So I'm going to start by playing Book of Everflame, which I'm going to use to add Tomekeeper to my hand. Definitely. Actually, no, I don't want to get Tomekeeper. I want to get the first step of my boss monster, the Egg of Eternity. Which lets me special summon a monster from my hand, and I'll go with Everflame Priestess. And Priestess lets me add an Everflame Monk to my hand, which, while I do already have... No, wait, that's an Apprentice. Which can be normal summoned while I control an Everflame monster. So anyway, I'm gonna go with my Apprentice for my normal... yeah. Apprentice for my normal summon. Who I contribute to special summon an Everflame from my deck. And I'm gonna go with my Tomekeeper this time. Which advances the turn by 2. And I'll use its effect to add Lake of Everflame, my field spell, which I'll then activate. And my Monk lets me normal summon him in addition to my normal summon. And then once he takes that 600 from my Monk, which, by the way, it's 200 for each Everflame and Phoenix monster I control, I can deal another 500 with my field spell. Which apparently was invisible. Anyway, I'll end there for now. On my next turn, I'm probably going to add something so I can special summon my Egg of Eternity. I'll probably go with a Monk just to get more burn damage from his effect. Plus, it'll give me a setup with my Pyro Clock of Destiny here, which is a real card. I did not make it up. Anyway, that'll give me the ability to use my Egg of Eternity, and then we get to start seeing my boss monster come to life. I'm honestly surprised I got that decent of a hand. Usually I get terrible stuff with this. But with my Tome Keeper, I can add spells and traps if I need them. I'm probably going to set these guys to defense on my next turn, because who knows what... Right. Switch position of these guys. And I'll use my book to add another monk, like I said I was going to. And since it's level 4, I can special summon my Egg of Eternity, which now I'll special summon my... well, this is a normal summon, but whatever. Anyway, the point is I'll normal summon Everflame Monk. Wait. Nope, he doesn't count the Egg of Eternity, so it's actually only 800. And I'll activate my Pyro Clock of Destiny to bring the turn up another one, which lets me use my Eggs effect. And look at this cute guy, Spitha, the newborn phoenix. So he can't be destroyed, and some pretty basic stuff, not really anything amazing. I have, like, nothing in my spell and trap, so I guess I'll activate a second book. To add... is there anyone I really, really want? Oh, definitely. So on my next turn, Spitha uses his effect to special summon Floga, who I actually have in my hand. And if anything past Spitha is destroyed, then I special summon Spitha back. This guy inflicts damage when an effect is activated. Well, when one of his effects are activated, actually. Nah. I was gonna attack, but you know what? No. Because if he wants to activate a spell or trap, he'll have to pay 500 due to my priestess, and I don't want to lose that. Alright, so looks like he has to go check something or whatever, and I can't edit, so you guys have to sit through it. Hooray. I guess I could take this time to explain the basic strategy of the deck, although I'm sure you already figured it out. Like I said, it's just basically burning, but your boss monster is the final form of the Phoenix archetype, which goes with the Everflame archetype. And basically, you just want to stall until you can get up there and deal small amounts of damage to your opponent. So yeah, that's basically that. Oh, the Egg of Eternity does have a secondary effect I didn't say. If it's destroyed, except by its own effect, which would be its first one, you can add an Everflame card from your deck to your hands. That's useful. Oh, he's back. Let's see what he's doing. Occult. It's on the field. Cards have been sent to your opponent's group. Right, so that lets me use... Nope, he needs 2 more turns, but we can play our Everflame Shrine. Which is just more protection, basically, because we don't really need anything on the field. But I will use one of my books to add something. What do I want to add? I don't see the harm in having a second priestess on the field. Switch her position. And I'll use Tome Keeper to get some more steady burning out with Mount Everflame. And I want to summon my second priestess. Oops. Oh well. So first we gotta put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 counters on this card, right? 3, 4, wait, 3, 4, yeah, that's, wait, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, yeah, that's 8. Put 8 Laval Plume counters on Mount Everflame, and now during each of his standby phases, he will take 16 damage. So these monks are basically useless now, I'll get rid of them. Actually, first why don't we use Floga's effect, which I contribute to summon Colossi. If I can find him. Where are you? Ah, Colossi, Phoenix Prime. Now we're getting into the good ones. So this guy, all my Everflame monsters gain 300 attack. So let's do that. And And I'll tribute this Everflame Monk to summon my second Priestess. I believe I have a third monk in here. Or not, never mind. And I'll end there. He's just normal summoning Spirit Reaper. Okay, I thought he was like saying, nope, I'm stopping you with Spirit Reaper. That was confusing. That makes way more sense, though. Oh, I forgot to increase her to 24 for the Colossi. Ooh, Everflame Chalice would be great if he was destroying my stuff. Because it deals damage, it does 100 for every Everflame sent to the graveyard this turn, so if I had a way to mass destroy my stuff, that'd be great, but I don't. Let's see if I can pull someone out of here that's useful right now. Spirit of Everflame, do I want him? Yeah, he's great for graveyard recovery, but is there anyone better at the moment? No, so I'll go with him. And is there anyone in the graveyard I particularly want? Nope, not yet, but there could be soon. And on my next turn, I get to use Colossi to bring out Anthropos, the Phoenix Elder. And after that, we get to the final form. Now, this is actually my hardest one in the set of 4 to bring out, the final form of my Phoenix, but it's definitely worth it if you can manage to pull it off. So unless he can beat me this turn, I win. But seriously, I usually don't get such a strong starting hand. Okay. So let's go into the deck editor and look through the... Oh, that's too far. Cards. So, we'll get to these later. we've got the Egg of Eternity. They're all going to be fire, obviously. Level 1, Pyro, 100, 1000, and 2 turns after this card was summoned during your main phase 1, you contribute this card to special summon 1 Spitha, Phoenix Newborn from your hand or deck. If this card is destroyed except by its own effect, add 1 Everflame card from your deck to your hand. And Spitha, I explained, 2 turns after blah blah blah, you summon Floga. By the way, that's basically how they all go, they just increase by 2 turns, except for the Egg to Spitha. Anyway, it can't be destroyed by battle or card effects, and can't be removed from the field except by its own effect. Floga is 4 turn. Oh, Spitha's 1015, by the way. They increase by increments of 500 for their attack and defense, and they are all winged beasts as far as the Phoenix. So let's go into Floga. Level 4, because they're increasing by 2 levels, except for Egg to Spitha. Egg to Spitha is basically the exception for anything involving the Phoenix archetype. Anyway, we've got a level 4, 15, 2000. This card cannot be normal summoned. 4 turns at... Oh, by the way, everyone except Spitha and the Egg... Nope, everyone except the Egg in the Phoenix cannot be normal summoned. 4 turns for Floga. You special summon Colossi, Phoenix Prime. If this card is destroyed, special summon Spitha, which, once again, they all have except for Spitha and the Egg. Inflict 500 damage to your opponent when one of this card's effects are activated. Colossi, Phoenix Prime is level 6, 2025. 6 turns for him, you contribute blah blah blah, he summons Anthropos, Phoenix Elder. Once again, the special summon Spitha. All Everflame monsters you control gain 300 attack. Anthropos, Phoenix Elder. Now this guy's a little different. During your main phase 1, if this card destroyed a monster by battle while Lake of Everflame, the field spell, is on the field, you contribute this card to special summon Photia the Undying, Phoenix Legend, from your hand, deck, or graveyard. And then blah blah blah, summon Spitha back. Your opponent cannot attack Everflame monsters and cannot target Everflame cards for card effects. Then we've got Photia, the Undying Phoenix Legend. If this card is destroyed, special summon Spitha, obviously. Your opponent cannot attack Everflame monsters and why does that say that? I need to fix that on both of those. Cannot target Everflame cards for card effects. Inflict 500 damage. He basically has all their effects. Inflict 500 when one of this card's effects are activated. All Everflame gain 300. Once per turn, you can discard 1 card. 1 Everflame card. Add 1 Everflame from your graveyard to your hand. You saw Priestess. When she's summoned, you add a Monk to your hand, and your opponent has to pay 500 to activate spells and traps while it's on the field. Monk gives you an additional normal summon set for this card while you control Everflame monsters, and when it's summoned, inflict 200 to your opponent for each Everflame and Phoenix you have. Tome Keeper. When it's summoned, advance the turn count by 2. If this card is summoned while a Phoenix is on the field, advance it by 4 or inflict 500 and advance it by 2. Once per turn, you can add 1 Everflame from your deck to your hand while an Everflame is on the field. Spirit of Everflame, you can... and by the way, she's a 2119 spellcaster. He's a 1513 spellcaster, level 6, level 4. Tome Keeper's level 3, 1311. Spirit is a level 5, Pyro, 1624. Once per turn, discard an Everflame, target 1 fire attribute. This card gains that target's effect until in the graveyard. Shrine Guard doesn't let your opponent destroy or negate Everflame spell and traps. He's a level 4, Warrior, 1914. Apprentice is level 2, 9-3 spellcaster. You contribute him special summon an Everflame, nothing special. Avatar of the Phoenix, he basically acts as any Phoenix card you want. He's a 2013 level 4 Pyro. Let's go into the spells. Lake of Everflame. When you summon an Everflame monster, you can inflict 500, or you can advance the turn count by 1. Phoenix monsters are immune to card effects while Everflames are on the field. Book lets you add an Everflame Phoenix or Egg of Eternity. If it's level 4 or lower, you can special summon a different card from your hand. Shrine. If you control an Everflame, you can add 1 Phoenix or 1 Egg from your deck or graveyard to your hand. Blah, I can't talk. If a Phoenix would be destroyed while you control an Everflame, tribute 1 Everflame instead. Chalice, during your end phase, I explained this one, during the end phase, this card was activated, inflict 100 for each Everflame sent to the graveyard, including this card. Mount Everflame you saw does 200 for each counter on it. It gains a counter for each Everflame on the field when it was activated. Calendar advances the turn count by 1 for each time your opponent damages turn, and that's it for the Everflame deck. So, if you guys like these cards, definitely say so, use them, do whatever you want, they will be available for you. Once again, these last two we're going to get to later, but if you do make a deck with any of my cards, I would love to duel you. If you want, we can record it, whatever. But until next time, this film was brought to you by Paradox Productions, and bye.